Uh, First thing I want to say is you probably have seen many videos during these days here in Soccerex. This video has probably a difference between all the others. This is not just a video that take images from many different sources and then edited them. All the images that you've seen, all are being produced by MediaPro. No matter which league you see, no matter which studio, no matter what, all these images, there's no one sole image that is not produced by us, because that's specifically what we do. So it's not a video that we have gone to buy images from other sources and then editing. It's just everything is ours. MediaPro is a unique company that has been able to expand through the world, through the whole world, its model of concentrating under the same umbrella the sports rights distribution, the provision of audiovisual services, the creation of all types of IP content, cinema, television, series, news, documentaries, the research, investigation, and development of new technical resources for television, and many, many other audiovisual products and that make MediaPro a company without parallel. You will not find a company in the world that is doing all these under the same umbrella. MediaPro is very well known in the world of soccer, mainly for some products that we distribute. But before going into that, let me explain you briefly about the real MediaPro. Okay? MediaPro was created 25 years ago by 3 passionate TV producers, starting from zero. Now we are more than 6,500 people working in the company, working in more than 50 cities, in more than 30 countries, in the 5 continents. And who is working in MediaPro? And the numbers you will see are quite amazing. 175 writers, 126 directors, 1,561 journalists, 931 producers, 83 engineers, 358 camera operators, and 1,442 audio and video technicians. You see that this is a huge company with great talent working in all different aspects of the audiovisual sector. These people work in our venues in Barcelona, Madrid, Paris, London, Rome, Milano, Singapore, Buenos Aires, Miami. We have a beautiful and very big facilities here in Miami with the studios and with everything that is needed for the audiovisual services. New York, Bogota, Santiago, and an almost non-ending list because it's growing and growing every day, every year. Next one we're going to open very soon will be MediaPro in Beijing and in Shanghai. This unique strategy from the very beginning of the company of putting all these things together what has happened 25 years later, where we are now. So 25 years later, this strategy has created one of the world leaders in sports rights distribution and management. We are very well known because we are the agent for distribution of the Spanish Football League in the world. Very well known for this, but our strategy and the way we operate in the market is not like a normal agency. We don't go, and this, we have done it for many years. We don't go just and buy the rights and then we sell them. We think that we have to be involved in the product. Our goal is to take care of the product. In this case, we talk about soccer or football. We want to take care of this product in football. So we not only get the rights, we have to be in touch with the owner of the rights. We have to participate in what is happening in the stadium. We produce it with our OB bands. And then we send the signal to our clients. And we give many other services to other clients, news, documentaries. And we are working hard every day to improve the quality of the product, not only the quality of the product of our productions that we do, but also the quality of the product of what is happening on the turf. Regarding the Spanish Football League, for instance, we are very proud, and I think that if you speak with our friend Javier Tebas, they will tell you that MediaPro has been one of the responsibles, of course not the only one, maybe not the main one, but one of the responsibles of this enormous increase in perception and in coverage that the Spanish Football League has had in the world. The quality of the product that the Spanish Football League is giving now to the world is very good because of the involvement between the league and the television content provider that it's us. Our strategy is also not only distributing rights, but also our strategy is also to have and buy and distribute rights on domestic rights, which is not very frequently as an Asian. We have had the rights of the Spanish Football League for many years in Spain. We still have this year, and we distribute these rights to our channels. We try to have the Argentinian League. We almost had the rights for Italian. We do have the rights now for the French League, and starting 2020, we're going to distribute by ourselves all the matches of the French League in France. That's also a different approach because normally the type of companies like ours, they do not distribute domestic rights. They fix their strategy on the international rights. This strategy that I'm saying 20 years ago of producing everything since we got the company has created also one of the world leaders on audiovisual services production, especially of live sports events. We produce all the matches, or almost many of the matches, of the leagues of Spain, part of France, part of Italy, Portugal, Greece, Turkey, Colombia, Bolivia, Gabon, Kenya, and Angola. And I'm sure that still some others that I have missed. We produce events as a host broadcaster like the FIFA World Cup, the UEFA Champions League, the Olympic Games, the Africa Cup of Nations, Formula One, until 6,000 productions every year. This is almost unique in the world. And we do that with a fleet of 68 OB bands in 4K, HD, and 3D, distributed this fleet throughout the world. And after 25 years, this strategy has created also a leader in IP content production and developing. Our films have been awarded with Oscar Academy Awards, with Golden Globes, among other awards. And our series are being distributed by Netflix, Amazon, HBO, DirecTV, Sky, Movistar, Channel 4, and some of the other most relevant free-to-air TVs in the world. But also in content, we have a relevant vision of sports, as we have produced many factual documentaries. For example, All or Nothing Manchester City for Amazon, which I recommend you strongly because it's a great documentary, not because it's made by us, but because it's great by itself. We have also produced by Amazon Six Dreams, another factual documentary about the Spanish Football League. And we are on our way to producing more of this factual sports document. And we also produce a fiction scripted by Javier Tebas, the president of Spanish Football League, which Todo por el Fútbol, all for football, that has been distributed here, distributed in the world by DirecTV, and it's going to be in Spain starting next week or in 2 weeks by Movistar. Another important division of MediaPro is MediaPro Exhibition. We have created and developed the audiovisual museums of many clubs and federations, transforming what it was a boring trophy room in spectacular exhibitions and experiences with the last technology in place. The result is that the Football Club Barcelona Museum, made by us, is now the #1 visited museum in the city of Barcelona. The Real Madrid Museum is one of the three or five most visited museums in the city of Madrid. But we have done many others in Milan, in Marseille, in Mexico, in Sao Paulo. It's a great division, and it's making more and more exhibitions every year. But our state of the art, our real specialization is soccer. We want the fans in the whole world to watch soccer as they have never seen it before. This is our goal. The fans, the clubs, and the platforms are demanding every year more and more technical advances in a match coverage. We at MediaPro invest every year millions of dollars in getting new cameras, new shots, new angles. Our yearly coverage of El Clásico, Real Madrid-Barcelona, proves that. But also the fact that we were the first company, for instance, to produce matches in 3D or to produce matches in virtual reality that we are still doing. This is the reason we are one of the world leaders in the implementation of the VIR system, a reality that is here. We all know about the VIR. It's now, after the World Cup, is in almost everywhere, and it will be everywhere in a short while. We provide the VIR services to several leagues and several competitions in the world, among them the Spanish Football League, the Portuguese League, Mexican League, Libertadores, and some others. So what are we doing in the continent, in America? Now we are in the middle of a strategy of increased presence and business in the whole continent. We have offices now in Buenos Aires, offices and studios in Buenos Aires, but those were there already 20 years ago. Miami, that we have been here with studios and offices more than 15 years. Bogota, where we have also studios, and we've been there for more than 5 years. Bolivia, where we are producing all the Bolivian League, and we have our venues there. We've been there for 3 years, I think. But we have new venues in Santiago, in Lima, in New York, and in Mexico. And in New York, including also new studios. Plans for the region, for us, I can resume them in only one word, and this word is grow. I think that there is a tremendous opportunity for a company like MediaPro in the region. Rights distribution will be, and already are, more open, transparent, and professional. Both CONCACAF and CONMEBOL have made and are making significant steps on this direction. I have to congratulate them on that. And this is good opportunity for us. We prefer, or we only want to be in places where there is a professional and open market than the places where there are closed markets. Regarding audiovisual services in live production, the market will and is already demanding more quality, more technical resources, more cameras, more special cameras, more developed statistics, more graphics, more data. So the market at the end, what is demanding is more MediaPro, because this is exactly what we do. As I was saying, our goal in the whole world is not just going there and buy and sell or produce a match. We want to be involved. And we have done that in many parts of the world. Here in the region, we started with the Argentinian League. We submit a tender to have the domestic rights of the Argentinian League with a project of cooperation with AFA. I think that the AFA people understood very well the benefits of having an agreement with us, because we explained them that we don't want just to be their distributors, to have the rights and sell them and make money. We want to work with them to make Argentinian football much more known and much more distributed in Argentina and in the world. So we explained them very well our strategy, which is the same strategy we had in Italy, in France, in Spain, some other countries. They understood it very well, but for different reasons, they finally decided to take another option. In fact, that was our first entrance so strongly in the region, so it's fine for us. We have now won the tender for the production of the Pan American Games in Lima next year. We're going to send to Lima our OB bands, around 15, 16 OB bands. It will be a huge production. I think that it will be one of the biggest production that has ever been made in the region. And we will take advantage of that to leave some of the OB bands in Peru and to start also operations in that country. Also, with the same goal, give the best services and the best quality of the services. We believe that in the region is really needing a good step forward in quality of production. We also bought 1 year ago the Chilean national team rights for the qualifiers for the World Cup 2022, and also the marketing rights of the Chilean national team. We're going to produce, I think it's today or tomorrow, I don't know when it is, the friendly match of the national team. And for the first time, it will not be a Chilean company who produces this match. It will be MediaPro, in fact, MediaPro Chile, who will produce this friendly match of the national team, Chile national team. And I hope that the fans and the consumers will be able to see the difference in quality of production from ours at the production that it was before. We will try to give another step forward. We have also been awarded to create the hub of the new Copa Libertadores for the next year. So we not only will produce all the matches in Bolivia and in Colombia for the Libertadores, but we will also be in charge of receiving all the images in our hub in Buenos Aires, and then also to distribute this signal all over the world. So this is another step forward. So I think that MediaPro is a very well known in parts of the world for how we work in the audiovisual sector. In the next, I was going to say the next years, in the next months, in the next weeks even, is going to be an important player in the region. An important player in the United States. But it's going to be one of the most important players regarding rights distribution and sports audiovisual services in the region. We believe very much that this is the part of the world where we have to be, where there's going to be the growth in the next years, and we want to take advantage of that. We started this operation this strategy in the region like 2 years ago, and I think that we are now very well positioned to be there, to be here, to give services to all the clubs, to all the platforms, and to all the different operators in the sector. I don't know how this works here, if there are questions or not. I'm ready to take them. If not, thank you very much for listening to me. Okay, thank you. There is a microphone, so if anyone wants to make a question, I'm happy to answer them. Normally, nobody makes a question to me because everybody understands so well what I've said that there's no question. Everybody is really, they really. But in the rare case that someone needs another explanation, I'm ready to give it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Well, behind the microphone there. Yeah.
Good morning, Marcel Bonato here. I have a question because seeing your work, first of all, congratulations to what you have done with the La Liga. Now, being a born and raised Brazilian, I see the Brazilian League, and I see that those rights are now being commercialized overseas. How do you feel about looking at such a powerful market in a way, yet a market that is not exploited outside of Brazil as well, such as the La Liga, for an example?
Yeah, Brazil is a great market. It's a huge market. So it's very much for any company. Any company wants to go to Brazil and make business in Brazil. I must tell you, it's a little bit difficult. It's not easy. Okay, and we are very, what we say, opportunistic. When we go to a country, it's because we've been able to start with something. For instance, we went to Chile. We had nothing in Chile. We went to Chile 1 year ago because we were able to buy the rights of the national team. And then we start MediaPro Chile and we start to offer all kinds of services. I hope that one day we will be able to have an opportunity in Brazil and we will be able to grow in this huge market. I think it's a fantastic market, but a little bit difficult to be there. And of course, regarding the Brazilian league, I have always asked myself why Brazil, being such a powerful country in football, why has not the international exposure that has some other countries. And sometimes I think that it's because the structure of the league, it's not what it should be. I think that Brazil should take a look at other experiences, maybe the Spanish Football League, and try to improve on that way in order to be more international. Okay, so thank you very much for your patience, and see you soon. Okay. By the way, we have a booth here, number 232. 232. So if you want to go there, they will show you everything we do. Okay. Thank you.